What's up, everybody? So over here, today's recap, I took three trades today, and I lost some money today. Like I lost $20 today. So I'm gonna give a recap on that. तो यहाँ पर जो है ना, New York session opened at 5 p.m. exactly. So I was at the charts at this point, but I could see this, like I was a bit early than the New NY open. I was just monitoring the charts at PNY as well. So when this candle broke above this resistance, I was like very tempted to take a buy, and this candle had formed. It had gone all the way down. Earlier, I was thinking that's rejecting from here, but then as soon as it started to come to back to its entry, I thought, man, why not just like execute a buy over here? But I did not. That was my biggest mistake. I did not. I think I became a bit hesitant, or I just got fearful and I didn't take a trade because I don't know what happened to me at that point. Although the analysis was good, I didn't take a trade, and then it went up rallying. So that was my big mistake for the day. But after that, when it went up, so I was looking for the for the resistances on the left for it to take rejection, right? So over here on the 15 minute, there was a resistance, this resistance, which rejected that area, which actually rejected that area. So when that area got rejected over here, so yeah, at this point, so I think I took a sell somewhere over here. So now let's see the screen recording which I did at that point. um, wait a second, I think it was somewhere over here. Yeah, this was the screen recording of the trade which I took. So but today the risk management was extremely good. So yeah, well, I will show you how did I do. So I executed a sell right when this candle closed. I thought it's a sell now, and I executed over here. So yeah, for expecting price to move down with volume. And let's see what happened. So यार ये थोड़ी proportion out है, but like gotta bear with me for that. उस time पे I was stressful, I didn't set this proportion. So at this point, yeah, so हुआ ये कि I executed over here. My stop loss was on the high. This was a sell which I executed. Stop loss was on the previous 5 minute candles high, or the current 15 minute candles high, the M30 candle. Yeah, and then this was my uh, entry. Now you guys can see that I was just hovering my mouse somewhere over there, and yeah, price had started. Okay, so this was a $21 stop loss, and like 1:1 got achieved. You guys can see that 1:1 got achieved, but I didn't exit. I don't know, because I was expecting a bigger push towards the downside. That never happened. Price started going back to entry, and at this point I was just trying to find opportunities to manage risk, because that's what we are to do. Like, we gotta stop the bleeding. So for that, I was looking to cut down some lot sizes, and I think what happened over here. Yeah, so you guys can see from 0.15 was my, yeah, I think I did that on my phone. Yeah, you guys can see over here it was 0.15 volume, and I just uh, like closed 50% of my positions, more than 50% of my positions, as price started retracing back to entry. And then over here, when there is a point in your trade when you know that it's gonna hit your stop loss, and you're just waiting for your trade to go and hit your stop loss. So what I do is I don't wait. If my intuition says it's gonna hit my stop loss, I just cut my losses right there. So yeah, that's what happened over here. Yeah, I think मैंने यहाँ पर ना अपना I just closed the trade. So I lost around, my initial loss was, yeah, and you guys can see that my initial loss was $21 stop loss, but I lost $11. That is how you will risk less. So I just uh, executed those risk protocols into this trade, and made myself lose less. Like, it was just $11, but the trade was, if you see the risk to reward $11, and if you see the potential upside of this trade, the potential reward of this trade, that was insanely high. But that never happened. So that was the first sell opportunity which I executed. Then the second one was based on the same trade idea, but yeah, now I was I exited from the sell. But now, as you guys can see, after stopping me out, price gave a really good move in my direction. So now आई सेट कि अब तो आई हैव लाइक मिस्ड एंट्री, सो मैंने ना अपनी सेल्स लिमिट यहाँ लगा दी 0.25 लॉट्स की. लेकिन नाउ आई हैड इंक्रीज माई स्टॉप माई लॉट साइज कि आई एम जस्ट गोना लाइक कैप्चर द मूव. तो मैंने वहाँ पे लगा दी थी अपनी लिमिट्स, एंड मैंने स्टॉप लॉस अपना वहाँ सेट कर दिया, टीपी वहाँ सेट कर दी. बट टिल नाउ यू गाइस कैन सी के लिमिट्स हैव नॉट बीन लाइक ये प्लेस हुआ हुआ. यार एक मिनट, आई वांट टू ओपन दिस ऑन VLC. आई थिंक दैट्स गोना बी बेटर. या तो ये yeah, let's just open this on VLC. Yeah, तो यहाँ पर ना the sell limit wasn't like I just placed a sell limit, and after placing the sell limit, price hadn't like tapped into my sell limit, but I had like set my stop loss and TP before even placing the trade. Yeah, now price went, it activated my sell limit, and now my stop loss was around $50, I guess. Yeah, $50 was my stop loss. It was a 1% I was risking, because I was seeing, like, you see the lyrics, and I was expecting price to take a correction really bad. That's why I increased my lot size. That was based on intuition and everything. So yeah, it started retracing, but then it started moving in profits. थोड़ा सा मैं अगर हाँ, तो stop loss was set. Now I was just waiting for price to like go and hit my TP. And at this point, I'm like 1:1 is already achieved. $60 is running in profits. $71, 78, 79, 81, 84, 86. Like price is really pushing hard. Now if I just, yeah, at this point I'm up $100. This is my master account. I had risked $50. I'm making around $100. I saw that 1:2. I think I should have exited my trade right here. But you know what? At that point, I was thinking, yeah, I just gotta exit 50% positions and let the rest running, because the correction I was expecting was very big. But I think I should have just secured 40 pips over here, but I did not, and I just closed 50% over here. देखो ये मेरा volume देखो, it's 0.25, and then I just closed around some pips over there. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I closed 0.25, 0.12 हो गया. So yeah, I closed my pips over there, my 50% positions over there, and my stop loss was right over there because trade was still active. मैं इसको break even करता था, there was no point in doing it to break even, because if it would have retraced, it should respect its high. So yeah, that's the reason why I did not break even it, and then it eventually went and it just took out the stop loss. So इसको थोड़ा मैं फास्ट फॉरवर्ड करता हूँ. या आई टुक आउट द स्टॉप लॉस. सो आई मेड अराउंड, लाइक आई वाज जस्ट up $10 this day. Like I made $40, somewhere around that, and yeah, and that's what happened. So yeah, तो मैं 10, like I was still positive for that day. Like मैं 100 पे आ गया था, मेरा अकाउंट 93 से स्टार्ट किया था, pretty break even but still. तो and then this was, yeah, and then I gave this trade a third chance. The third chance was when this candle had went down, and I executed a sell right over here, because I was so married to my bias. Yeah, it's gonna go down. So yeah, entered with the same position size. Price had started to like move in profits. Price started to move in profits. My stop loss on this trade was a bit higher, was $60, but I was expecting that like I could push towards the downside. So yeah, so you guys can see over here, that over here, uh, I think I managed my positions over here. Okay, so now my stop loss was कि यार my thinking process was that if price is gonna retrace back to entry, I'm gonna close 50%. Like yeah, because risk is insanely high, so you really gotta manage risk over here. So I get 0.25 loss. So I just I was waiting for it to go up, and as soon as it went up, uh, just gotta make sure. Yeah, at this point I was, yeah, so as you guys can see that I had cut my positions. I reduced to it 0.25 loss to 0.1, and then it eventually went and it took my stop loss. Yeah, you guys can see over here. So this was the trade. Matlab took 3, overtraded a bit today. The third trade wasn't necessary. I would have still ended the day in green, but then you guys can see price eventually went in my direction. These sells didn't work out because price had started to enter into a consolidation phase. So I didn't expect that to happen, to be very honest. It's probably at the end of the day. So um, I was just sticking to my system. Yeah, just gotta log in my account. Wait for a second. If I just like close this and try to, yeah, so you guys can see कि मैंने like I'm still like green, but still green, but I took 3 trades and lost around $21 today. It's less than 0.5%, so I'm really glad that I'm managing risk really well. Like it happens, man, it really happens. So like, you can't complain about that, to be very honest. So you cannot complain about that. So this was the trade, like this was my first trade. I won around 93.6. Then in the second trade I lost, I was about to lose $22, but I lost $12. Then on this trade we were green. I made around $7 after doing these two trades, because this was a trade where I exited, where it was up at around $100, but then I exited half positions, and then after the second position got stopped out, so like I was left with around $20. Then this third trade was where the third trade was unnecessary. I think this was over trading, and I shouldn't do that. Two trades are more than enough. If I would have just stick to my initial plan, I think I breached my rule today. Like I shouldn't have taken the third trade. But good thing is still that we are under the risk parameters. So yeah, man, that was the third trade recap. You guys can see this on the MT5. I hope you guys learned something from it. We're still up. We're gonna make something on this account. So yeah, man. We'll see you guys in the next trade recap. Bye. How do we close this? Yeah.